and welcome. My name is Best Longwe, church pastor for Riverview Congregation of the Seventh-day Adventists in Kitwe, Zambia. By now we are aware that we are battling the COVID-19 pandemic. We have been introduced to words like quarantine, isolation. But then even in this period of time, God has a message for parents under the subject Skyscraper or Shanty. Now, not long ago, I was looking around for a building lot. Well, I managed to find one, and the owner gave me a price of it. And he went on to give me restrictions for building on this exclusive section. He tells me, number one, you must only build of brick and stone. Number two, you must at least have 1,000 feet of floor space. Number three, the total cost of this project must not be less than $150,000. Well, the reason is simple. The authorities wanted to make sure that there are no ramshackles standing up in this place. Friends, the truth of the matter is that all of us in this world have been given a building slot in this old world, and we are building characters. Now, the word character from the Greek perspective is the word karaso, and this word means to imprint or to strike. Now, from this perspective, when we put in children in the meaning of character, we come to understand that parents are crucial to character development. We may conclude then that what we are today is as a result of what has been imprinted or stricken on our minds. Parents are crucial to character development. Friends, let me hasten to give a few tips for parenting during this period of COVID-19. God has given us this opportunity. It's a blessing in disguise. We are able to be found with our children, with our wives, with those that we are looking after. Now, a few tips. Number one, avoid being too protective and too permissive. Why? Because when children grow up, they will be void of judgment. Because when they were growing up, when you are too permissive and too protective, the children will grow up being void of judgment. Number two, avoid harsh attitudes. There are parents that are just negative. When you are too negative towards your children, when they grow up, they will fail to try out things for themselves. Because they'll be thinking, whatever they do, people will be negative. Number three, avoid criticism, avoid accusations, avoid hateful comparisons. When you compare your children and say this one is doing fine, the other one isn't doing fine, the other one who is doing fine will grow up to belittle himself. You will steal away the self-esteem that they have. Number four, use firmness and understanding. As you deal with your children in this quarantine period, always use persuasion and reasoning. Teach your children to know that there are consequences to their actions. Then when they grow up, they will have a better understanding. Number five, use the me-first ideology. Now, this me-first ideology could be well understood from the story of Noah. Noah preached for 120 years and yet could not manage to convince the masses. But one good thing that he did was to convince his own children. How did he manage that? The me first ideology. Now, if you've been on a plane before, you will understand that you will get quite a number of announcements on the plane. Now, one of the craziest announcements that you ever get is this one. When there is an emergency, the flight attendant will come and say, please ensure your oxygen mask is safely secured before you help your children or others. Now, this is crazy, because if I'm with my child and there is an emergency, the first thing that would click in my mind is to help my child. But this flight attendant says, please secure your mask first and help your children or others. The me first ideology. If you'd love your child to be smart first. If you'd love your child to be courteous first. If you'd love your child to be respectful first. If you'd love your child to be prayerful first. If you'd love your child to be spiritual first. If you'd love your child to be lovable and loving, be lovable and loving first. If you love your child to be respectful, be respectful first. I pray that you will have a fulfilling time with your children during these quarantine moments. God bless you.